welcome to the podcast studio. Over here is where all the equipment's going to be located, everything that you're going to need for your podcast production. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. On the bottom here, it is just our miscellaneous equipment shelf, but probably one of the most important pieces of information we have down here is this little quick guide. It's right next to the Rodecaster box. There's nothing in the box, but next to it is this little quick guide here that gives you a quick tutorial of how to record and how to plug in certain interfaces in case you lose track of what the steps are. So we just want to make sure that gets placed back next to the box. Down here on this bottom shelf is really just miscellaneous items. So if you need to use equipment such as additional curtains to put a different backdrop with your video, if you decide to record in here, you have curtains. The only thing we ask is that you please put the curtains back in their place in the bags. In addition to the curtains on the shelf here, there's just a basket with some odds and ends. You really don't need anything. The only thing you may need are these straps, but that's it. So don't worry about this bin. This shelf here is going to be very important. This shelf has the microphone boom arms or stands, and then over here next to it is a basket with the mounts themselves that you can mount to the table and attach the arms to the table. So there are two ways that you can mount your microphone. One is with the boom stand or boom arm. Okay, we'll show you how to do that later. And the other way is with a microphone stand. As you can see right here, there's a microphone inside it. So it's very easy. It's your preference how you want to do this. You can adjust the stands, of course, to go up or just keep them down. You can adjust the level of where you want your microphone pointed. If you want it in the boom arm, you just gotta unscrew that port and just stick it into the shock mount. The second shelf here is going to be where you have your microphone stored and your actual audio interface. So just to show you real quick, this is the case for the audio interface. We'll open this up later and show you how this works. And then over here are the cases for the microphones themselves. Now one microphone will always be out, so it's easy to access. If you have guests, there's a second microphone. In this case, you just simply unzip it, open it up, and there's your microphone. This top shelf, this last shelf here, has some of the accessories that you're going to need for your podcast when you're ready to record. So you're going to notice the headphones are on the wall. We'll talk about how to plug those in the audio interface later. We have the microphone stands. These two things on the microphones and the microphone stand, these are called pop filters. We'll talk about what those are at a different time, but you can keep the pop filters on. This one always stays on. There's no way to take it off. And then in this basket are going to be your XLR cables. There's two XLR cables, and one of the things that's important to note is you will need to use this cable or these cables when you're using only the microphone stand, okay? If you are not using the microphone stand and you're using the boom arm already has a cable attached to it. So there's no need for you to try to put this all together. You just literally plug and play. That's all you have to do. Finally, when you're putting everything away, everything is labeled. So, XLR audio cable, cable basket, cables go here. Headphones on the hooks, headphones go here. Microphone stands, microphone in the microphone stand, microphone cases themselves, audio case, boom arms, the mounts, and the miscellaneous items. Please ensure that you put all this back once you're done recording.
So when using the microphone, you have the option between the stand and the boom arm stand. So if you choose to use the boom arm, you're going to take this mount and secure it tightly to the table. Then you're going to go over to the equipment shelf and grab the boom arm, which has an XLR cable attached to it. You can always use this XLR cable with it. You don't have to detach a separate one. And you just put the boom arm in the mount. And to put the microphone in the boom stand, you just slide it right in and then screw in the screw that's on the side. So once you have the microphone in the boom arm stand, you just want to secure it clockwise with the screw. Then you're just going to take the female end of the cable and put it into the microphone. You're going to hear a click, and then you're all set.
To unplug the XLR cable from the microphone, you hold the microphone and the stand, you press the button, and you pull.